the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. I've also written some notes on the whiteboard if you need them. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Alright, so this is actually a voiceover. I thought this game was like perfect example of Nightmare and how to play it and what to do, but my voice wasn't recording. So first of all, usually listen to the radio. Here he says it's aggressive ghost. That means it can kind of go off of the path of its chosen personality. So like Shy Ghost might be a little more aggressive than usual, at least from what I've noticed. Usually I'll start with a candle and a photo cam. Sanity is really important in Nightmare. Ghost moves a lot when your sanity's low. So candle and the photos, just get early photos. It also helps you track the ghost. If you hear something move, you can take a photo of it and look in the photo journal to confirm if you hear it move. So always start with breaker. I also look for a Ouija board, as the board can help you determine if it's a demon and if what your sanity is. Also, I mean, I would use it as a last resort of finding where it is, but if you just cannot find it, use the Ouija board as a last resort, as sanity pills only give you like 8 to 10 sanity in this mode. Of course, solo, that's like 40 sanity if you take all of them, but it's just easier to keep it. Plus, the ghost can actually blow down the candle, which is also a way to find the ghost. So here, I'm just bringing it upstairs. I like to put the Ouija board next to the front door, especially when you get later game and it's hunting a lot. You just want to have, like, you want it to be close to the door so you can ask it questions and get out quick. And I'm still just looking around, getting photos, trying to find the room. So here I hear a door. I'm not sure what door it was, and again, this is where a photo cam comes in handy. I can determine if there's fingerprints on it, which there aren't. I also determine what door it touched. Again, I'm trying to determine if it's in that bathroom or the hallway, because Nightmare, usually there's just a general area. The ghost won't have a, usually doesn't have like a room, but it has the area, but it'll stay within that area. And you'll see me, I dropped all my gear there, just so I could bring more back, especially solo. It's really need all the gear you can get. I'll usually bring in, if I don't know what room it is the first run, I'll bring in EMF, as EMF pretty much always shows. Here I decided to bring in the, I always bring in the video cam just because it's easy evidence. And we're going off this. There's also some important things to know in Nightmare. Like, some ghosts always give their evidence. Obakes will always give fingerprints. So if you don't ever get fingerprints, you know it's not an Obake. Same with like Goria, always gives dots. If you don't see dots, it's not a Goria. Here, you know, bathroom. I'm guessing bathroom. Water's on. Touch bathroom door. Probably bathroom. Again, Nightmare can move around. So again, solo. Usually the first bit, I'm just moving all the gear I need. I'll always check the cam first, just see if there's ghost orbs. In this case, we got ghost orbs. I'm gonna mark ghost orbs off the list. And right now I'm looking for dots. Dots usually show within 15 to 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna wait 15-30 seconds. Pretty good dot placement, so I'm not really gonna miss it if it does happen. again. So here I'm saying it's probably not that. I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at the type of ghosts could be. Again, always make sure to know what ghosts there are. If there's aggressive ghosts, I'm going to be paying more attention to using smudge. I don't see demon on the list, so I'm not gonna. Usually, if I see demons an option, I'll always bring in smudge sticks. But I've been keeping sanity pretty high, so I'm not too worried about a hunt right now because I know it's not a demon. Again, just the slow part of solo. I'm just letting the whole clip play, just show you that it does take a bit to just move everything in. So I'm not actually bringing UV because I have the photo camera. I can get UV off the photo camera, and then I'm bringing smudge sticks. Again, I left the lighter in there. I'm not going really for objectives here. I'm going more just to show you how the game works, or how Nightmare works. I'm just bringing in evidence again. Not really gonna choose the UV light. Spirit box is also a very easy evidence to get. Usually it responds within the first few tries. Again, it touched that door. I'm gonna check it with the cam just to make sure there's fingerprints or it was that door, which here we see it was that door again. So here it's in the bathroom right now. Again, it can change. I think the biggest thing to take away from Nightmare is its location does change. I noticed in Nightmare multiplayer, people always stay in the same room. Again, I know it's still here, stuff's knocked off, the toothbrush knocked off. And here, I know you can't hear me, I'm asking the spirit box questions, trying to get it to answer me. Another thing you note here is I always throw the smudge stick on the ground instead of the lighter. Smudge stick's very easy, you can light it while it's on the ground. And again, Nightmare, smudge sticks, your most important tool. Always have 4 of them, always have 2 lighters, very important. Because you're basically almost always need it to hunt at least once to tell what it is. Unless you get like a really unique one like a Wraith where you can just check the footsteps. But again, just always know where your smudge stick is. That's the biggest thing I take away from this. Again, just trying to get evidence, trying to figure out where it is. I'm starting to think it moved. Because I'm not getting more activity in here. I'm just trying to ask you questions. I would have had spirit box by now. I should have given up by now. I'm closed. So the reason I closed the door is I have a crucifix in here. So if I hear it start hunting, I know it's going to be outside and not in here with me. So I usually close the door just to kind of get a sense of, so it doesn't see me if it starts hunting. Especially Nightmare, it basically has no grace period. Basically, a few seconds after it spawns, it's after you, so I close the doors in case it starts hunting. Because I know it's not spawning in there with me. And I hear something move. Again, that door. I'm gonna take photo. Money. And it's touched the other door, so now I'm thinking it moved. Again, I used the camera to check if it was, I couldn't tell if it was like kitchen door or that door. I used the camera to check, it does end up being the door, so I'm moving all my gear out. Another thing I've noticed, usually there's the initial room that stuff spawns. Like ghost orbs usually start, like if you get ghost orbs, it's usually always in the initial room that the ghost starts in. Here I'm using EMF to just check what doors open. Now I know it moved to this hallway. Right there, I see freezing breaths. Usually after I get 2 evidences, I'll leave and reassess everything. Reassess the ghost. Is that going to be aggressive? Or what do I need to look at? So here we actually had a unique one where 4. Usually it will narrow it down to like 2, but we got 4 here. So the Revenant's fast when he's hunting you, so that's one we test when hunting. Hantu we also want to test while it's hunting. The Yuri, we can test that with Sanity. I'll probably use the Ouija board. And the Ornero, we can test, you'll see it, we'll test it all. You can use a candle for the Ornero, however you say that. So again, I'm not quite sure about the ghost. I could use the yokai for the Yuri, so I'm just reading there. Again, Nightmare, I always get it wrong because I rush it. So here, there's always a strength and a weakness that each ghost has, except for the spirit. But each ghost has a strength and a weakness, and you should be using both of those to determine the ghost. As if you just use one of them, you're gonna miss. You could completely get it wrong. So you want to test their strengths and their weakness to find the ghost. So again, I'm kind of confused where it is. So I'm smudging the bathroom right here because the Yuri doesn't roam as much when you smudge it. So I'm gonna smudge the bathroom. I think it lasts for like a minute 30 to 3 minutes. If you smudge it, it won't roam for like around 3 minutes, depending. I think it's a random chance. But I'm gonna go back and another smudge stick. Again, here I'm seeing, is it gonna start roaming? If it starts roaming, I know it's not gonna be Yuri. So here I'm gonna ask my sanity. It's gonna tell me good. All I need to see is the G. It's gonna tell me if sanity's good. So here, a ghost event. I kind of freaked out. I had a crucifix right there, so it wasn't gonna be a hunt. Yeah, I see me pointing that out. Usually you can tell if it's a hunt or not if a crucifix is, if it spawns on a crucifix. So we smudged it. It seems like it's still roaming, so I'm kind of unsure if it's Yuri. Because see, now it's in the kitchen, so I'm like, I'm not sure if it's a Yuri. Smudged it, still seems like it's roaming a bit. Let's see what else I do here. And I witnessed a ghost event there. So now I'm testing for the Ornero. I'm gonna throw this lighter, light it, throw it, light it, throw it. If it hunts me right away, it could be an Ornero, because they hunt when flames go out. I'm not getting hunted right now, so I'm assuming it's probably not a Ornero. How do you say, sorry, I don't know how you say these things. I'm not getting hunted, so I'm like, Here I get another ghost event. He's kind of freak out there. But after witnessing 2 ghost events, I'm kind of thinking it could be Ornero at this moment. Yeah, I'm like, it didn't attack though, so probably not. Yuri, yeah, it says strong effect on people's sanity. So again, I'm testing for the strength and the weakness. I test the weakness by smudging the room. It's still roam, so I'm kind of thinking I should test the strength. And I witnessed 2 ghost events, so I'm going to ask what my sanity is again. And if my sanity is still decent, that means it's not going to be a Ornero. So it's telling me bad. Good to bad. That's not the biggest drop. So, yeah, I barely need to get out of the hunt there. So I'm not thinking it's a Yuri either. Again, I'm going to take 2 sanity pills. Maybe I'm going to check the Yuri again. But at this point, to get more evidence, I'm probably going to get it to hunt me. Again, I'm using the cams. It's good to see where it's spawning. So basically right now, I've eliminated the Yuri and the Ornero, so I'm like, Again, insanity pills give very little sanity, so... Another thing you can use is the objectives. Some objectives are very useful. Ones like cleanse the area of the ghost with a smudge stick. You can do that to determine if you're in the ghost room or if it's changed. Of course, you can only do it once, because once it gets checked, it doesn't do it again, but using your, what's it called? Using the objectives can be helpful. So here I'm just reading the name. I'm about to start letting it hunt me, so I'm gonna start saying its name here. And sorry, I can't hear it. It's probably better though, because I'm just spamming the name. So I hear something move, and I'm like, okay, this thing is just roaming everywhere. So, again, thinking, no way it's a Yuri. So, again, I'm kind of just trying to let it hunt me, saying its name. Trying to get it hunt, because again, you need a smudge stick, and to find the ghost, a lot of times you need it to hunt you. So here, I'm probably gonna either ask him my sanity or where it is. Yeah, I'm asking my sanity. And then I'm just gonna ask it where it is to lose more sanity. It's telling me kitchen. I'm like, okay, alright. I'm trying to find a good spot where if it started hunting me, I wouldn't get caught in the open. I'd have my back to a wall. So I come think, oh, this corner, I got a crucifix here, I'll be safe. Move it back a little so it can hunt me. Hunt. So I'm thinking, is this a hunt? I can't see it. Don't panic. Just keep an eye out for it. I'm thinking there's a crucifix there. No, it's hunting. It ends up being a ghost event. Here, again, I'm just trying to get it to hunt me. Saying its name. Just waiting. I'm gonna ask it my sanity again. I don't know if you saw that, but it ended up saying good, so I knew it wasn't Yuri. And here, I'm gonna check. I'm checking it. If you listen to footsteps, they're very slow. They're very slow. I'm trying to get it to come to me. They sound very slow. And then when the ghost starts running towards me, it's skyrocketing towards me. So instantly at that moment, I knew it was a revenant. The footsteps were very close, or very slow. But the second it started chasing me, its footsteps became super fast. So I knew it was revenant. I knew it wasn't a Hantu because it turned off the power a while ago. And again, with the footsteps sounded very slow initially, and then once I saw me, it sped up. So I knew it was a revenant at this point. Again, getting it to hunt, you basically need it to hunt once to just really discover some of the ghosts. And that smudge stick, again, you always want to have that smudge stick. Here I'm just saying, you know what? That's good for me. Got revenant down. That's all I need. I'm guessing revenant. Again, you want to eliminate as many ghosts as you can by using their strength and their weaknesses. So here I'm like, it was, yeah, but here I was just thinking, no way is that. It's gotta be a revenant. I just call it that. But if you want to get more perfect, you obviously could have gone in, more pictures, spam the Ouija board with pictures, all that, but I just decided that was it. I wanted to see if it was a revenant. I was kind of making this more just for a good game, and this one ended up being really good. And yeah, it ended up being a revenant, so all of it was right.